Today, we're going to have another live interview with Miss Earth Portugal 2018, Telma Madeira. So let's go ahead and invite her now because we've been late for 10 minutes. So I'm so sorry. And if you have any questions, just ask them on the comment. And hi,
Hello.
good. What's the time in there now?
It's 11:14.
Oh, good morning to you. And I'm so sorry for the a little bit of delay. I have to restart everything, so I really do apologize for that.
No, that's totally okay. That's fine. Don't
And
worry.
thank you very much as well for allowing me to have this interview with you. You look very beautiful as always.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Maraming salamat.
Oh, I hope very good. I love that. And how are you doing right now before we officially begin?
I'm doing well. Everything here in Portugal it's trying back on again because of the coronavirus pandemic. So we are starting again, and I hope everything will be okay soon. I'm just hoping for that.
Yes, we really hope that everything will be back to normal soon, hopefully. And that was actually my first question to you on how your country is doing, how your family is dealing with the pandemic, and how are how are your people dealing with this? And with this pandemic, what's your realization with
Okay.
this pandemic?
Okay. So my family it's fine. We didn't have any cases in the family of coronavirus until now. My mom and my grandmother, they are actually one of the frontliners in the pandemic. So my mom works at the hospital and my grandmother as well. And
How?
like and I started working in the hospital as well as a receptionist. So for me, I'm starting dealing with everything too. But yeah, we are dealing really good. Portugal, it's such a small country, and I'm so proud of the reaction that we had in the first when this started. So when the virus started, we were very scared because we are such in a small country and we had so many cases. So yeah, right now we are just starting over, and step by step I do believe that we can deal with this and live with the virus in our society, because it's the only way that we have to deal with this pandemic in the world.
Exactly. Yes, I believe that as well because as just like what I always it's just some people's belief as well that we really have to adapt and move on because if we will wait for this virus to end we might be waiting for nothing, so we really have to adapt and move on
Yeah,
with our lives
and the
because of course we
financial
cannot delay.
problems. Yeah, financial problems in the world
Yes,
will
exactly.
affect us. Like Portugal, it's not a rich country, so if we do not start it, our country will have a financial down, a financial crisis. So we really need to start working.
Exactly. Many
I'm so
countries are
excited.
now in a collapse economically, including our country as well, so we'll
Yeah,
just
yeah,
hope that
that's so
we'll
true.
move on with this very soon.
Yeah, I hope
But
too. And
salute.
how is in the Philippines?
Oh, the numbers are increasing by a lot every time. But again, as what I always say, we really cannot delay our dreams and our goals just because of this virus. We really have to adapt and move on with our lives. But of course, with different changes like safety protocols and other health related things that we need to use to adapt with ourselves and with the environment.
Yes, yes, for sure. Yeah,
But for in
I
your
agree.
case, I really have to salute anyone in your family for serving as the frontliners and every frontliners in the world. They are really the heroes right now. To be honest, I believe we need to call them only liners because once they collapse, no one could replace them, to be honest.
Yes, and it was so scary at the first time because my mom was coming home and crying every single day because her colleagues in work were being infected. So we were so scared that she could be infected as well. It was a really scary time, but right now we are moving on. So everything now it's okay. It's not fine, but it's okay.
Yes, exactly. Well, anyway, we'll just hope for that to end, and just thank you so much for all the efforts of the frontliners around the world. And in your case, since of course we're dealing with beauty pageant talks here, let's start. Let me start by asking, how were you selected to be Portugal's representative in Miss Earth? Was there a pageant, or were you appointed? Tell us about it.
Well, I actually started beauty pageants when I was 16. I I did an regional pageant that I have in my city. It's nothing deal with Miss Queen Portugal. It's just a minor beauty pageant that we have here in my city. And I didn't want anything. I was such a little girl, like 16. I was teenager, and I was like, okay, let me just try and see what is this. I tried. I didn't want anything, and then I was so excited to have that had that experience in that beauty pageant. So I decided, you know what, I will try Miss Queen Portugal. And I said to my mom and to my dad, and I said, I didn't ask for their permission. I just said, I will try Miss Queen Portugal. Because I'm such an undecided person. And with 17 years old, I said to my mom, I will try. And she said, are you crazy? Oh my God, no, no, don't try. You will get disappointed because it's so many girls, because it's 900 girls competing for Miss Queen Portugal. So it was a
Wow.
lot, yes. And I was in the first step of the pageant, the first phase of the pageant. So it was in my city. So the pageant called Miss Queen Povo de Varzim, because it's my city. And we were like 15 girls competing in that first state pageant. And I was so nervous, but I prepared myself in my own way, because I saw international beauty pageants. I was searching for Miss Earth, Miss Universe, Miss World, a lot of beauty pageants, to see what kind of poses I have to do, how I need to walk, how I need to speak. Um, and I won. I actually won. It seems like I won the entire pageant at that time, because it was my first winning. And my mom was like, oh my God, you won. And we didn't expect this. So I need to go the second state pageant that I had. So it was like a districtal pageant. We were like 40 girls competing. So I was competing for my district, which is Porto. And I was competing with the girls I had in that day. And all the girls, some girls had this Leticia, she in the state pageants, she gives some information how to walk, how you need to pose, but
Mhm.
I didn't get the information from her, because I get a little bit late. So when I entered in the pasarela, I was like, I need to win this. I really want to win this to go to the final. Um, and I won. I actually won again. And I was like, oh my God, how I am winning this. If I am good, like doing this, I never expect that. And I went into the final. And then that's when I saw how much, how you need to have hard work on yourself to win a national pageant, because it's really restrict. You need to be confident. You need to be responsible when you are doing that. So I have 1 week in the finals doing social work with all the girls, with the organization of Miss Queen Portugal and Miss Earth Portugal. And in the final, in the preliminary, I was so, so nervous because I saw my mom and my dad and all the people screaming for me. And I was like, oh my God, if this is the feeling of the preliminary, I never thought how will be the feeling of the finals. And in the preliminary, we have like 3 titles, which is Top Model Portugal. We have Social Beauty, I think, and Miss Popularity. And I didn't want any of them. So I was like, oh, I didn't want. I just fell down. And I was like, no, Telma, just put your mind on the final. You can do this. I was 17 in that time, so I was really young. And I was competing with girls with 28 years old. So it's a lot for me to assimilate and to think how I could win this, how I can be the one. So in the final, I don't know. I just have this feeling. I think every single beauty queen, when they will win the pageant, they have the feeling on themselves. So I have a feeling that I will be very good in the final. And I won Miss Bikini in Best in Swimsuit. And I was like, oh, I was really disappointed to winning that title because I didn't assimilate that I could win the master title and I could win another titles. But I was like so down. My mom saw my face in the stage and she's like, I know she's down, but she can win the master title. We knew. And then when I went into the top 8 of Miss Queen Portugal and all the runners up were called, I thought like, I'm not going to win this. I mean, me, 900 girls that I had to compete to win this. No. And I remember that I put my face like this because I have this strange thing on my mind. I will put my face down and I will just think. I look at my mom and I did this. And she said, wait. I remember my dad having tears on their face. And then when they called my name and my city, I just felt. For me, it was just a dream. I have like freckles right now because it was such an amazing, oh my God, feeling. I just don't have the idea. And my mind just was blocked. So I don't remember anything more.
Thank you so much for sharing that story. I really enjoyed listening to your journey in getting that crown and the chance to represent Portugal in Miss Earth. And let me just ask, during those times prior to the training that is being given to you by the pageant, do you have any other trainings outside of it?
Before Miss Earth, right?
Yes.
Okay, so Miss Queen Portugal organization, they gave us in the preparation with Leticia. She was Miss Earth Brazil 2014. So she was the best person to give us all the experience and the information that we need to compete in Miss Earth. So um, I have this restrict information from her, and she gave me all the types that I could have to win the Miss Earth title. So, but Portugal never, it just placed one time before me. So it was really hard to having the eyes on me. So I really have to be the one that they look at European country and they look all the girls and then they can see Portugal. That's what we focus more about. How can you walk? How can you speak? What types of answers? How can you pose? How can how can you have the very good walk? So I put on my mind for 1.5 years that I have to be perfect. Because you really have to be a beauty queen, but the people and you guys need to look at us and give us, okay, no, this girl, she can win, she can have the title, she can be on the, she can place. And that's what I wanted. I just wanted to place in the top 18, and then when it comes, it will come. So she
Yes.
gave me the types of catwalk, and I was like really restrict because I really want to walk good, having one of the best walks. That's what my focus on. Um, and about the speaking, public speaking, I had a lot of work. I didn't speak this English, never in my life. I already speak well.
Wow.
Yeah, I already speak well, but just in school. And then I went to an English school to improve my English, to improve my skills, my public speaking. And, you know, like in pageant, you just need to give your best, the best of you, and be
Exactly.
yourself. That's what Leticia and Ricardo always said to me. Don't ever forget who Telma is. So yeah.
Exactly. So I truly agree with what they told you. And after you were selected as Portugal's representative, I know it's still an overwhelming feeling for you being the representative. After you were selected, many pageant fans actually already considered you as a strong favorite and a strong their bets to do well in the pageant, including myself. So I'm not sure if you're looking at these predictions online, but how did you feel that you were considered as one of the top favorites?
Well, I actually never expected that because I was so focused on my preparation before the pageant, and I always put my mind that the you guys can considering me a favorite, but I always need to see the good qualities of the other girls. So that is very important because you can never think that you are the best. Okay, you are good, but we have lots of girls. We have 100 girls that can be better than you. So that was my focus.
Exactly.
And I never considered myself as the best because it will be always a girl that can be even better than you. And I have always to put my mind that kind of mindset because that's what it is. It's 100 girls. How can you be the best, right? I can be the best walking,
Yes.
but it will be always a girl that can be the best of speaking, you know. So that's what I try to put on my mind. But when I saw in the current, when the pageant was going on for 1 month, I always saw on social media that a lot of people were saying that no, Miss Earth, it will be Telma, Miss Earth, it will be Telma. But I always try to clear my mind and say no, just do your best, and whatever it comes, it will come. Never think that you can win, but just think that you are one of the best girls and you have one of the chances to win Miss Earth. That's what I always thought on my mind. Yeah.
That's very humble of you, and
Thank you.
it's amazing to hear that. And once you arrived there in the Philippines, who did you consider as your strong competitors?
Well, actually, my roomie was Punkan. In the first week, she was my roomie, and I saw Brazil.
So she was also your roommate?
Yeah, Punkan was my first roomie.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was destiny, you know. The first person that I saw was Punkan. So I saw Punkan, I saw Sayonara from Brazil. Um, and you know, I just arrived. It was night, so I was going to sleep. I just ate and sleep for the next day. And in the next day, I saw all the girls in the breakfast. I was like, oh my God, that's such an amazing beauty girls. And I am here. So I really appreciate what the qualities of everyone, because it can be, how I can say, it can explode from you. You know, I think one of my qualities, it's my smile. when I smile, I think explodes everything from me. And from the other girls, they have another qualities. But what I actually saw, it was like Punkan. She has this quality that she was such a calm queen. You know, she slayed by herself. So I was just watching the girls and trying to think, this girl has this quality, this girl has this quality. Because, you know, from the current of the pageant, of course, we girls can see who can advance and who cannot. It's something that we cannot just um, don't see if it's happened or not, because we do see that in the current of the pageant, you can see the strongest girls to pursuing in the pageant. So
That will advance.
yes, yes, for sure. I mean, I had this feeling for me that I will be good in the pageant. Um, but I really saw other girls like, I mean, like Melanie from Austria, she was Miss Earth Air. I comment
Yes.
with Celeste. You know what, Celeste? I think she will be on the top four because she speaks really well. She has a really
Yes,
good,
she does.
she's really beautiful, but her speaking just explodes what she says. And for me, that's such a strong way to be one of the strongest candidates. But anyone could see that. But, you know, like I watched her and I said, I think she will be on the top four. And then Celeste said to me, I think too, because she speaks really well. One day before the final, we said that. Me and Celeste.
Yes, she was one of the strongest speakers in the competition.
Yeah, she was. And um, you know, like I tried my best of speaking. You know, my national language is Portuguese. It's so different from English, and yeah. So one of the strongest candidates, I could see that Colombia, Austria, Punkan, Vietnam, Philippines, my bestie from all the time. Me and Celeste were like,
But you did so well too.
oh, thank
You were only one of the few ladies who qualified in the top 10 for each round of the preliminaries. And to be honest, Miss Earth preliminaries is one of the most difficult preliminary competition in compared to other pageants. And you were in the top 10 in all of these preliminaries. So how did you feel about that?
you know, I just saw that I was in the top 10. When I went to Portugal, I didn't know that I was in the top 10. My mom said to me, and I was like, because when we are backstage, we don't have the mind how the pageant is going on. So I listened something about the top 10, but I didn't hear my name. But I knew that I did well. I just had this feeling that I did well in the all the competition, in the preliminary of figure and form, no makeup challenge, and
Interview.
interview perform. So I do felt that I did well, but I never thought that I could be in the three tops. Never.
That was amazing. And it was actually a great moment, especially for us who were rooting for you that night.
Oh, thank you so
So
much.
we were all happy that you made it in the top 10 in all three rounds. And it gave us a hope that maybe she could really win this
I know,
because it's just amazing that
like
you dominated in all of these events.
like when I entered to doing the opening number, they called the name of the countries for continents. So when I went to into the European continents, Miss Malta, she said to me, "You know what, Telma? I do believe that you will have the biggest fans." And I said to her, "No, I mean, no, yeah, like, yes, just watch." When when I said to my name, Portugal, the Morena just explode. I was like, oh my God, what is happening?
Yeah, you were a heavy favorite that time.
You know, we don't have the mindset that that can happen. And I don't know, I just felt everything on my body. And I was like, oh my God, they really like me. They know my name.
And what was your favorite moment while you were here in the Philippines?
The people, the homecoming people that you have in your country, and for sure the people who give support to beauty pageants, because in my country it's nothing like that. It's rare the people who knows what is a beauty pageant. We are more like a football country, so we put a
Yeah.
lot of categories from apart. And I felt more, I had a lot of support in my country, but I felt even more support in the Philippines. If
Yes, you do.
I did have, I was so I was speechless all the time that I went out to sponsors, because everyone knew my name. I was like, how they can know my name? You know, because in Portugal, it's nothing like that. So when I went to the Philippines, I had such an amazing people supporting me, watching for me. I had like my second mothers that were my managers. I have a third mom that was Anra. I don't know if you know her. You know, like I had a lots of people that supported me, that love me for who I am, and I couldn't be more happier for the country that I visit. And I always said to all the people here in Portugal, you have to visit the Philippines, because it's the best country that I have ever visited in my entire life.
Thank you very much. And during that time when you competed, you finished in the top 8. Now, this is kind of a very pageanty type of question, but if you could change one thing that night, would you change a thing?
My answer was a very quick answer, and I do know all my mistakes, and I was very nervous. I was 18 years old, so I
Yeah.
couldn't have the mature to deal with all the situation. So, but I didn't have to change anything in my performance, because everything happens for a reason. And if it God didn't want to give me the title of Miss Earth, I do believe that one day they will give me a title, or I can actually win an international pageant someday. And I think He have good things for me as well. And I'm very happy that the winner was Punkan. She did an amazing job, but I wouldn't change anything of my performance. I was very clear what I wanted, and image that I want to transmit to people. And I do believe what I transmit to people, if it's everything can happen. Just don't ever give up on your dreams. I was Portugal and I went into the top 8, and for me it was an amazing performance, and I did my best, and I went. Right now I have one of the highest placements, so I am very grateful.
Yes, it's actually amazing because speaking of Portugal, when it comes to beauty pageants, I know Brazil and Portugal is quite connected in
Yes.
a way, but Brazil is considered a huge powerhouse in beauty pageants. For Portugal, especially if we talk about Miss Universe, it rarely places.
Yeah.
So getting that achievement from you is wow, a tremendous achievement already for your country because it's not happening all the time for Portugal when it comes to beauty pageants. So that's just amazing.
Yes.
And ta-
So what I
and talking about Punka, oh no, go ahead, go ahead.
oh, sorry because the audio, it's a little bit so it's
Chop.
yeah, so it stops, and I'm trying to speak. So what I'm trying to say is that I have one of the highest placements right now. I'm very proud of myself, um but I never thought that I could be able to do that. I in my mind I was like 100 girls, how I can be in the top 8. I will not lie to you. I was a little bit disappointed, because it's normal when you finish a pageant, you want to finish as the winner, as all
Of
the
course.
girls. But you know, when I saw my national directors come to me and show how much proud they were about me, it was the best feeling ever. because the three of us, we just the three of us know how much hard work we had to achieve this. Yes.
Yes. So was there only three of you in the Philippines when you competed, or are your family there to support you?
No, my mom couldn't be able to come because she works a lot, and my dad too. So
Yes.
it was just my national directors, Leticia and Ricardo, that come to see me.
Okay. And I was actually about to ask about your thoughts about Pungkan. And you, as a fellow competitor of her, do you see her as a winner even prior to the announcement that she will win?
Actually, I was in the front line of the stage, and I really thought that Colombia can be the first runner up. So that's what I thought. I really thought that Valeria and Punkan, one of them will win the pageant. And then when I saw Colombia as Miss Earth Water, I said, no, for me, Vietnam will win for sure. And then when the how I can say I felt like the words when
Host?
the host, exactly, sorry, my English, when the
It's
host
okay.
when the host said to me, when the host was saying to all the people, who will think it will win, and I said Vietnam, 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 and then she won.
Yes, she was a great winner. And these are the countries, Vietnam. We never see these countries win. So for us pageant fans, we really wanted new countries winning, different countries placing. So it's just amazing to see Vietnam win that time. Although, of course, we still loved you as a candidate, but seeing Vietnam is also an amazing, it's like a refreshing moment for pageantry that time.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I agree with you. Vietnam don't win every single beauty pageant. I think in all Asia, you have a lots of countries that don't win nothing for a lot and a lots of time.
Yes.
So seeing her winning, I never thought that it wasn't unfair. I really thought that she was an amazing winner, and they did pick very well the winner for Miss Earth.
Yes. Exactly. And hello, you were only 18, but you have already achieved so much during Miss Earth pageant. And right now, let me just ask before the other question that I'm supposed to ask. What are you doing? What did you do after Miss Earth pageant? Did you continue your studies or did you work or what did you do?
Well, I finished my
And
yes, sorry.
has your Miss Earth experience changed your life?
Definitely. It changed my mind. It changed me. It changed everything on Selma's body because, like when I come from Miss Earth, it was a lot to assimilate. A lot. Because I was thinking that, okay, I went into the top 8, but I really wanted to win. I will not lie to anyone. I really wanted to win. I worked a lot to win Miss Earth. But when I came, it was a lot of assimilate. I had a lot of support when I came. I had a lot of people come to see me in the airport, so I was very, very grateful for that. And I finished my high school course in kitchen and pastry, and I took my car lessons. I had a lot of to do, so I just finished everything that I left. So I took my cars lessons. I'm starting my career in modeling, and right now, when in this pandemic, it's almost 3 years that I went into Miss Earth. Right now, I work in the hospital as a receptionist, so I had a lot of going on in my life. And I had another experience in another beauty pageant in China, and I finished as the third runner-up. So, yeah, I had a lot of going on on my life.
Yes, I'm so happy to hear that from you. And right now, Miss International is one of the major pageants extended their age gap, age bracket, I mean, to 28 years old, while other pageants is still at 27. You're 18. I mean, you're how old are you now?
I'm 20 right now.
20? Yes, you're still very, very young, and you still have more chances if you wanted to try another pageant. Now, probably one of the questions that I wanted to ask, and many people who are supporting you that really wanted to know, there are even what they call this fan pages of you pushing you to go to Miss Universe. Now, my question is, are you still interested to join another international pageant in the future? Probably Miss Universe, because we wanted to have a strong representative for Portugal in Miss Universe.
Well, that's a really good question, and I will not lie to you. A lot of people say that to me. Just go to Miss Universe. Just go to Miss Universe. But I already said, and I just had my mind clear that in Portugal, it's really different from other countries when it comes to organizations. So for
Yes.
now, I am very, very good, and I'm grateful in the organization that I am, which is Miss Queen Portugal. And I can also say that I will not change to another organization to go to Miss Universe. One day, if my national director, maybe one day he can have the franchise, but right now it's not my plan. But I can also say to you that I will join. I think it's a big international beauty pageant, but I cannot say who will be the pageant right now, which is, yeah.
Yes, we respect your decision, but to me, as a follower of the pageant, I think you would do perfectly well with either Miss Universe or Miss Supranational. Well, anyway, you have a lot of years to think about it. Well, let's just leave it as a surprise for
Yeah, yeah,
now
for
to
sure.
keep us excited about it.
Yeah, for sure. I will join other pageants, and I already decide what will be the pageant. Me and my national directors. It will not be this year. It will not be the next one. Just I will leave as you guys as a surprise to see other Telma, to be an even better person that I was before, and a better beauty queen. I will come as the strongest.
Exactly.
I will come as the strongest candidate, and I will do my best to come and win.
Exactly, because Miss Earth is a different pageant compared to Miss Universe, Miss International, Miss World. These are different pageants. If you wanted to try to this pageant, you cannot just say, I'll join to that pageant right away. It takes years of preparation. So we really respect your decision. So we're just very happy with whatever your choice is going to be. And for all the fans that have supported you during Miss Earth pageant and up to now, those fans that are eager to push you for another pageant, what's your message to them?
My message to them is thank you. Thank you so much to be my fans, to be my supporters, to be the people that actually pushing me to pursue this business, because I never thought that I could be able to be a beauty queen. I never thought that I could be an example for others, an example for kids and young women. And, you know, I am speechless because the people for me are so sweet and they are so supportive. And I just don't have words to say how much I love you, how much I am grateful to have you in my life. Every single one of you.
Thank you very much. And we are always there to support you. And if ever you'll decide to go to another pageant, it's already an assurance to you that you will have a huge fan base supporting you, whatever it is.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And before we end this, it's always one of the most requested thing that they let the contestants do. We would love to hear you once again. Introduce yourself just like what you did
Okay.
during your Miss Earth pageant, your name and your country. We would love to hear that once again.
So I am Telma Madeira from Portugal.
Thank you very much, and thank you for your time. And I really enjoyed our interview today. I really learned a lot from you. And again, wish you luck, wish you all the best for the future. And we will just be here always watching you and hoping we'll see you once more.
Yes, of course. Thank you so much, Alvin. You are such an amazing person and such an amazing um, person to do your job. I mean, you are such a professional person. My mom watch you all the time. I need to say this because she will kill me if I don't say that. She's such a fan of you. She watch you every single time that you post a video. So you are such an amazing professional, and I hope that you can have a wonderful career in whatever you want, and just continue to be the person that you are. Thank you so much. Maraming salamat.
You're welcome, and thank you very much as well. And again, have a good day. Thank you to your mother who's very supportive. Thank you very much. And to all of those people who have watched our interview, we will be uploading this on YouTube as well for those who haven't really watched right now because probably for them for some time issue. But thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much. Bye bye, guys. Love you all.
Bye bye. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
So that's it. That was Miss Earth Portugal 2018 Telma Madeira, who finished top 8 in Miss Earth 2018. So with how she described her experience, it feels like she really enjoyed her experience with Miss Earth 2018. I am not like other fans. I love all the big six pageants. So regardless of how the other people give negative comments to other pageants. I just love each of them. Miss Universe, Miss World, Miss Earth, Miss International, Miss Grand International, and Miss Supranational. So I really hope you'll support each pageant as well. And these ladies who are really doing very well to represent their country. And for Telma Madeira, thank you very much. I enjoyed that very, very much. And I really hope you enjoyed it too. As usual, I will be uploading this interview in YouTube so that you can rewatch it again just in case you wanted to. So thank you very much who watch all the time. And for those contestants that you are requesting to be interviewed, I have already sent a lot of requests. I'm just waiting for their responses. Others are reviewing the because here's what's happening. If I decided to interview a contestant, I am actually sending them the request, and then I am sending, once they agree to be interviewed, I am sending possible questions that I might be asking because I do not want ladies to feel uncomfortable with a question. Although I'm still asking live random questions, but I need to make sure that the ladies will not feel uncomfortable being live because this is live. We cannot just change something if we don't like it. So I don't want them to feel uncomfortable. So that's why I'm sending them possible questions in advance. I let them review the questions if they are okay with it. If they don't like it, I am removing it. And then once they agree with the questions and possible questions, we are setting the schedule and then I do the announcement. So hopefully we'll have more interviews in the future. So again, thank you very much, and hopefully you'll subscribe to my channel and we'll grow together. Thank you very much and have a wonderful day to all of you. Thank you.